November 11, 1943, Bougainville Island. Jungle mist cloaked 3rd Marine Division positions. Staff Sergeant Thomas Callahan set up a dented Campbell's soup can on a stick, sunlight catching it at dawn. Through his Springfield scope, he watched a Japanese observation post 700 yards away. A precise reflection forced the enemy to expose himself. Callahan fired, scoring his first kill, beginning a 5-day campaign that would redefine sniper tactics. Callahan's Montana childhood taught patience and instinct. Hunting elk and deer honed his understanding of ballistics and micro-movements. At rifle qualifications, he compensated for wind and timing, outperforming peers. Captain Morrison noticed him. 3 days later, Callahan was ordered to scout sniper school, where mental acuity and psychology were emphasized alongside marksmanship, preparing him for unconventional operations. At Camp Pendleton, Gunnery Sergeant Henderson stressed observation over shooting. Callahan excelled at stalking exercises, remaining undetected for hours. Graduation required patience and ingenuity. Henderson warned that survival depended on unpredictability, not just accuracy. Callahan internalized this, shaping a mindset that would turn improvisation into lethal strategy. Landing at Empress Augusta Bay, Callahan faced conventional combat. By November 8th, his spotter Rivera was killed by a skilled Japanese sniper. Morning, Callahan analyzed the jungle and enemy patterns. Conventional retaliation was futile. Inspired by a soup can catching sunset light, he devised a method to expose enemy snipers through controlled, deceptive reflections and calculated observation. November 9th, multiple soup cans were planted across a clearing. Adjusting angles with strings and pulleys, he created intermittent flashes aimed at Japanese positions. A curious soldier emerged after 20 minutes. Callahan's shot ended his life, proving the concept. Moving afterward, he left cans to continue the deception, forcing enemy fire onto empty areas, refining the technique for psychological impact as much as lethal effect. November 10th, 6 cans formed a semicircle to simulate tactical signals. Japanese soldiers repeatedly investigated the flashes, exposing themselves. Callahan's first 2 kills of the day proved the staged patterns effective. By evening, 9 confirmed kills. Enemy doctrine lacked countermeasures for light-based deception, giving Callahan operational advantage and shaping a new form of psychological warfare. On November 11th, Callahan identified a primary Japanese sniper in a camouflage tree. Standard methods wouldn't work against such discipline. Studying multiple firing platforms, he devised the command post gambit, simulating American visual signals. This forced the enemy to investigate, exploiting their own intelligence priorities to reveal themselves. Positioned 500 yards north of the foe command post, Callahan controlled light flashes while his team staged activity. A subtle movement revealed the enemy sniper's barrel. At 712 yards, he fired. The sniper, responsible for dozens of American casualties, fell. This operation demonstrated lethal precision achieved through ingenuity and psychological insight rather than brute force. Japanese forces adapted after losing their primary sniper, refusing to investigate flashes. Callahan escalated deception, deploying 8 cans to simulate troop signals. The enemy couldn't ignore the patterns, exposing themselves repeatedly. By November 12th, he had achieved 16 confirmed kills, each reinforcing operational confusion and psychological disruption across the sector. November 13th marked his highest day, 27 confirmed kills. Expanded gambits, simulated command posts, patrols, and artillery observers. Each operation forced exposure without direct confrontation. Psychological effects outpaced casualties, generating fear, hesitation, and operational paralysis among enemy troops. Callahan's creativity dictated the battlefield, proving deception could dominate conventional firepower. November 14th, 31 confirmed kills. Perfected timing, positioning, and pattern sequences created illusions of major American movements. Japanese forces repositioned across open areas, making them vulnerable. 11 soldiers fell, including officers, creating chaos. Lieutenant Colonel O'Brien recognized the revolutionary nature of Callahan's methods, emphasizing psychology over firepower, recommending wider adoption. November 15th, clouds obscured sunlight. Callahan adapted using sound-based deception, ammunition cans with pebbles remotely triggered. Japanese troops investigated the noises, exposing themselves. By day's end, he added 9 more kills, totaling 112 confirmed in 5 days. Observers verified 97, and enemy confusion was profound. The operation showcased ingenuity over equipment as decisive force. Callahan's after-action report codified the methods, emphasizing exploitation of enemy psychology. Supply officers issued polished metal plates to replace improvised cans. By January 1944, sniper teams across the Pacific integrated these concepts. Callahan never returned to frontline combat but became a key instructor, teaching innovation, observation, and unconventional thinking to future Marine snipers. At Camp Pendleton, he trained over 400 snipers, teaching creativity and conceptual problem-solving. The rifle is just a tool, he emphasized. Students learn to exploit enemy psychology, create exposure, and remain unpredictable. His philosophy extended beyond sniping, influencing deception operations, counterintelligence, and psychological warfare, showing that thinking beats hardware every time. Callahan survived the war, promoted to gunnery sergeant, and awarded the Navy Cross. Returning to Montana, he taught and coached, rarely discussing combat. In 2002, he reflected, victory required creative solutions, not personal pride in killing. The soup can trick became a legendary example of ingenuity under constraint, illustrating how individual initiative can change doctrine and save lives. Today, Callahan's Springfield rifle and original soup cans are preserved at the National Museum of the Marine Corps. His story teaches that understanding the enemy, exploiting psychology, and innovating relentlessly define success. If you're fascinated by these hidden tactical innovations, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you never miss stories where human ingenuity shapes history.